We're looking at the house that Scotty Thompson built in Las Piñas City, the University Perpetual Health Gymnasium, where we're currently serving you the 8th game of our Super Sunday 9-game blockbusters. We bring you the live coverage of the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. A look here once again at the games that have transpired here in this venue. A while ago in the morning, Pampanga against Valenzuela, Quezon City against Marikina, and a while ago you were witnesses to a great start in our evening games between Malabon and Antipolo. Once again, everybody, this time, good evening. Nico Rocha here with Ken Pangilinas, my partner, and later Flo Del Agua as our courtside reporter. And what a way to kick off our games here, right, Ken?
That's right. Ito nga, Mav Messina, no? 27 points. Again, catapulting itong Malabon into a victory against Antipolo, who was 5-1 before that game. And Mav Messina, that huge fourth quarter, they came back from 13 points down to get that victory over Antipolo.
Now that on our game at hand, but before the pag-usapan natin dito yung North Division standings for the 16 and under division.
So you'll see here Malabon in the middle of the pack at 6th place, 2-3 record, tied with Bulacan and Mindoro. For Antipolo, they are now 0-6. This is gonna be a huge development, Kiko, because only 4 games remaining. So ang best finish that they could have here is 4-6. So it's gonna be crucial for them to win these remaining games, especially now that we're halfway through the season.
It's definitely gonna be a big climb. But before that, let's look at the 2-3 Malabon Fisher Mall team, wherein they will be led by Mark Joseph Sanchez.
That's right. Si Mark Joseph Sanchez, a great two-way player para sa kanila. Averaging 8.7 points a contest, but in their last game against Manila, 11 points, 14 rebounds, 4 steals, a double-double in 26 minutes. And he will be, again, heavily relied on by Coach Froilan Bagyon here in the 16 under division nitong Malabon squad.
Now, let's move on to the side of Antipolo, where they're currently 0-6 for those who missed it. And last game, they were led by Isaiah Rafael Lanot, but unfortunately, he's not here. So the climb is going to be harder for them to get that first victory.
Yep, huge loss for them. Isaiah Lanot, 16 points, built on 5 3-pointers in their last game for Antipolo. He's probably their best outside shooter para sa kanila, shooting at a very high clip from 3, 42%. So he's gonna be sorely missed here by the Antipolo squad.
Now let's take a look at the marquee player matchup for this game. That is going to be between Monico Manlutak of Malabon and Patrick Tresvalles of the Antipolo JY Titans.
Monico Manlutak, you see there on your screens, 11 points, 5.5 rebounds, 65% from the field in 22 minutes. On the other side, the leading scorer for Antipolo, Patrick Tresvalles, 19 points per contest, 7 rebounds. In their last game, medyo nag-struggle siya, no? 11 points, all of them coming in the second half. Ibig sabihin, nung first half, he was scoreless but still finished with an all-around performance, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Before we kick off this matchup, let me turn you over to the game announcer for the starting lineups.
Good evening, Junior MPBL fans. Welcome to University of Perpetual Health System Dalta here in Las Piñas City. This is the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season. It's the battle between the Malabon Fisher Mall 16 under and the Malabon Antipolo JY Titans 16 under. Introducing the starters first from your Malabon Fisher Mall. On guard, number 13, Uno Cruz. On guard, number 2, Christian Miranya. And at forward, number 7, Sean Santos. At forward, number 78, Monico Manlutak. And at center, number 22, Andre Villena, head coach for the Malabon Fisher Mall 16 under, Mr. Froilan Bagyon. And now introducing the starters from your Antipolo JY Titans 16 under. On guard, number 2, Rich Pascual. On guard, number 20, Carl Constantino. And at forward, number 23, Patrick Tresvalles. Outer forward number 25, Mark Quintero. And at center number 34, Aaron Nacion. Referees for this matchup, Mark Lloyd Bardigo, John Mahinay, and Angelo Duro. Junior MPBL ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
This is the 8th game of 9 in our Super Sunday Special in the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Nico Rocha here with Ken Pangilinan, Flo Del Agua as our courtside reporter. It's a matchup in the 1600 division between Malabon Fisher Mall up against the Antipolo JY Titans.
And we've got here the starting lineups for both squad. For Malabon, you've got Miranya, Santos, Uno Cruz, Andre Villena, and Monico Manlutak. On the side naman of Antipolo, it's San Pascual, Carl Constantino, Patrick Desvalles, Mark Quintero, and Aaron Nacion. And you see, itong Antipolo applying a 1-2-2 zone press agad.
And Ken, I just want to ask you, for somebody who's watching this for the first time, what can they expect from a team like Malabon and Antipolo?
Well, for Antipolo, they're searching for their first win. And with 4 games remaining on their slate, you could expect the sense of urgency coming from them dahil nga 4 na lang yung natitirang laro sa kanila. And yung ibang teams kasi na winless pa din, they still have a lot more games compared to them. So, yung room for error on the side of Antipolo is much slimmer compared to their counterparts. On the side naman of Malabon, they're coming off a win after back-to-back losses against Mandaluyong and Rizal. So, they're having a bit of momentum coming into this ball game.
Let's see. Considering that, yun nga, sasabi mo, Antipolo searching for that first win, but you can see that they are really aggressive right now, hunting for their shots. Malabon trying to counter off that missed shot.
Ooh.
And a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Malabon strikes first in this ball game.
Strong move coming from Monico Manlutak, getting a head of steam and that body control, finishing, absorbing contact from Nacion and getting that one to go.
And Monico Manlutak, one of the players that we told you guys to watch out for. 11.8 points, 5.5 rebounds. See here that Antipolo also utilizing the fast break to their advantage. Not much set plays right now. It's more of whatever shot we see first is good, we're gonna take it. And nice find to Manlutak, who was waiting for that pass. Great two-man game between Santos and Monico.
Early on, Malabon able to do a good job executing against its pressure defense nitong Malabon. Both those shots from point-blank range.
Constantino trying to see which options are the best for him. Great find!
Ooh.
Deep in the trenches. That was a risky pass, but it proved to be... it worked for them.
So yun na, magkabilang kupunan, no? Getting behind the defense of both of them, and you could see na they know what they're doing against this zone press nitong kanilang kalaban.
You see here that bodies flying all over, and wala pa tayo sa midway ng first quarter. Manlutak gives it back to Santos, gives it back to Monico. Great cut by Cruz.
Yup, backdoor cut from Uno Cruz. And once that ball is sent to the middle, you have multiple options already, and that time around, it was Uno Cruz getting behind the defense. Nakita niya, his defender's head was turned, and he cut backdoor for that easy bucket.
Nakalimutan that there was an Uno Cruz that he was assigned to see here. Nagtamaan ata dun. That's why there was a foul being called. But it should go back to the Antipolo JY Titans. Constantino gives it back to the side. Great man-to-man defense right now being employed by Malabon. A tap from behind by Miranya.
Antipolo in their last game, they trailed by as much as 17 points. Pero Nico, naitabla nila, no? 64 all with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but just ran out of steam against Manila.
Iba talaga yung ano no, yung pagod that you have to do when it comes to catching up. And iba pang set yan by the time you tie the game and overtake them for the lead. Iba pa yun eh.
Oo. But key takeaways from that game, di naman naging masama eh. They actually shot decently from 3, 8 out of 22, had more assists, 27 to 17, but nahirapan sila sa depensa ng Manila because the Pirates had more blocks, had 11 and points in the paint, and that's something that they gotta watch out for here against Malabon. Tatlong conversion nila so far have come inside that shaded area.
6-all in favor, well actually it's a tie game between Malabon and Antipolo. Blocking foul. And we got a timeout on the floor for the first one here in the 1600 division between Malabon and Antipolo.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo.
Magandang gabi muli sa ating mga kaliga. Bago ang laban, nabanggit ni Head Coach Shin Arce ng Antipolo na umuulit nga lang raw ang problema nila na pagko-collapse in the fourth quarter. And so they have been working on their mental toughness, especially na wala ang kanilang star player na sila not today. Para naman sa Malabon, nasabi ni Monico Manlutak na nakulang din sila sa resistensya dahil sa non-stop trap defense sila last game, but they plan on improving that today. Parehas gutom makabawi ang kupunan na ito, and this screen is brought to you by Atlantis 88, our major sponsor and constant companion here in the Junior MPBL para suportahan ng mga manlalarong kabataan. Atlantis 88, unleash your casino adventure in gaming is for 21 above only, kaya responsible gaming para sa lahat and parental supervision is advised. Ken and Nico.
Thanks again for that flow. Tingnan natin if losing their star player, at least their star player not being available for this game, could prove to be the deciding factor for Antipolo, or will they be able to shock the world and maybe get their first win against a complete Malabon squad? Because right now, Antipolo has a 4-point lead over the Fisher Mall team, currently 10-6, and what you see right there is a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
At nakikita natin, lahat ng puntos na magkabilang kupunan is coming inside that shaded area. Only one attempt from beyond the arc, so both these teams like to operate inside. And it will be interesting to see who will crack under the defense, dahil for sure they will give up those outside shots dahil nga ang scouting report sa magkabilang kupunan, not a good outside shooting team. Which team can knock down those, di naman kailangan in terms of volume but those timely outside jumpers that would open up the defense ng magkabilang kupunan.
Yeah, because so far kita mo that they love to attack the paint. It's a matter sino yung mauuna na who would take advantage of that one. No good on that pass, and recovered once again by Malabon. They're currently down by 3, but nothing to panic about. There's 4 minutes and 16 remaining here in the first quarter. A lot of basketball left to be played. Look at that high looper shot by the Fisher Mall team. Could have been an open 3, but losing control of the basketball. Parang naipit dun si number 18, that is Salapantan.
Si Sanchez tried to drive but bumped into his own teammate, and that's why he lost his dribble there, called for a traveling violation.
Constantino losing control of the basketball. Here comes Malabon. They have the numbers 4-3, but no problem, says Antipolo. We will get that stop. The bump and the finish. Once again for the JY Titans. It's 13-10 now.
Quintero again, almost a double-double in their last game, 10 points, 9 rebounds.
So 13-8 is our score, with 3 minutes and 14 remaining. Push shot is no good, rebounded by the JY Titans. That is by Tres Valles. in 5th gear, but losing the ball in the process. An up and down affair here between the light and the dark shirts, with Malabon striking once again, 15-8, and because of that, the JY Titans need to talk things over.
Good job by Rambuyon, looking away at one end and then passing it to the other and forcing a timeout from the side of Malabon.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob.
13-10 is our score right now with 2 minutes and 54 remaining. With the 13 points of Antipolo, JY Titans, only coming from 2 sources. That is,
Quintero.
yeah, Mark Anthony Quintero with 8, while the 5 is with Carl Constantino. The question is, who are gonna be the other players to help them out in the scoring department?
Minasahan kasi natin dyan si Tres Valles. He's their leading scorer with 19.2. But again, much like in their previous game against Manila, scoreless so far in the first quarter. Nung laban nila sa Manila, all of his 11 points came in the second half. And that really was the story. Kasi nga, nalamangan sila agad ng Manila by 17 points in that game. And it started with the lack of production para sa kanila in the first half. And that's something that Antipolo needs to watch out here. But despite the fact na dalawang pala nagsiscore dito, Nico, no? They're in the lead, 13-10. And part of a huge reason why has been they've been more efficient, 6 out of 7 so far from the field. So only 1 miss.
And the first shot there, no good. And nakita natin kanina, diba, that Mav Messina didn't have the best of halves in the first half. But it just takes sometimes a halftime, and next thing you know, it's a completely different player. Parang nagising din.
Oo. Pero if you're Antipolo, you want him to start cooking early on kasi it's not only yung production, kasi it's gonna boost the confidence of your teammates knowing that your main gunner talagang pwede mong asahan una pa lang.
See the drive there for Antipolo. There you go, great move by Galon.
Oo.
Now in the scoring department, you can see there that Galon disrupting that basketball. And that is, tamahan ata sa ulo yun. I think that is Quintero who got hit in the head.
That's right, but before that play, ito si Mar Sanchez forcing the issue. That's why he turned the ball over. And here, hindi naman sinasadya. And ito si Quintero will head to the line for 2 shots.
Good on that first shot by Mark Quintero. He now has 9 points in the first quarter alone.
Oo. Mark Quintero has played in all 6 of their games so far.
Only averaging 10.8 points. And after that second made free throw, he now has 10 in the first quarter alone.
Actually, almost matching his average,
Oh,
no?
isang point na lang, yun, over na.
10.8, 8.7 rebounds, 50% from the field. Pretty efficient player for Antipolo.
What a press by Antipolo. It doesn't look like this team is currently 0-6 with the way they're playing. You can see the ball movement, the involvement from one another, the swipes. And that's why Malabon is having a hard time setting up an offense.
At yan nga, yung sense of urgency. That's a good sign if you're Antipolo, no? Despite the fact that you've lost your first 6 games, there's a sense of urgency to win your remaining ones. Ang kaganda naman kasi sa format natin ngayon, Nico, only one team will be eliminated after the elimination round because we've got 22 teams in each division separated into 2 divisions, the North and the South. So itong dalawang kupunan na to nasa North Division. So 11 teams sila. They will play single round robin. So 10 each for every team. And then teams 1 to 6 will go outright to the quarterfinals. Tapos meron tayong play-in tournament parang sa NBA. 7-8, maglalaban for that 7th spot. 9 and 10 for that next spot naman. Whoever loses sa 7 and 8, kakalabanin yung mananalo sa 9 and 10.
I'm such a fan of the play-in tournament. It adds an extra layer of drama.
Tama.
Diba? At first, nung sa NBA when they first introduced it, some people didn't like it, but for me, I was like, oh wow, this... May weight yung play-in tournament. That nothing is safe. Parang, some would say na parang na-negate yung effort nila throughout the whole season. But some responded that, just back it up, diba? Kung confident naman sa sarili ninyo, why not play one more game?
Again, Rambuyon. That's his 4th point, and that's a welcome sight for Malabon. He only played 6 minutes in their last game.
But right now, parang gising na gising no?
Oo.
Ready to play is Rambuyon. But I think a foul was called on him. But only their 3rd team foul. That's not gonna be free throws for...
Actually, penalty na
Oh,
sila.
yeah. It's already 5 for Antipolo.
But going back to Rambuyon, no? He only played, 6 minutes in their last game. Was marred by foul trouble. But despite all that, he had 5 points, 2 rebounds in that game. But prior to that, he was almost averaging double figures kasi. So, sayang, no? He was really limited in that game against Manila, but trying to bounce back here against Antipolo.
Second shot is good. It's 20-14. With Tres Valles getting to the scoring column after that. Aran has 15 seconds to work with. Let's see what he does here with a double team. The kick out to the corner. Risky pass and that's a foul on Malabon, which means it's gonna be 2 more free throws.
And then offensive foul.
Oh, offensive foul. All right.
Now a break actually. But sayang kasi last shot na dapat sila doon.
Last shot na nga dapat.
Commit an offensive foul on that trip.
All right, so it's the ball of Antipolo. They're up by 6 right now. San Pascual, 4 seconds to work with. The fake out, pulling up for mid-range, and that's good. What a way to end the first quarter for the Antipolo JY Titans. 22-14 over the Malabon Fisher-Mall 16 under division. And take a look here, that Lattice 88 move of the game. I wonder what it would be. That's a good candidate, definitely. But no, not that one. We're gonna look here at the pass between Santos to Monico Manduta a while ago. Early 2-man game in action. Hopefully, makita natin yan in the remaining 3 quarters of this game.
Numulok. And we end the first quarter. Antipolo up 22-14.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng...
This is Lattice 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL now in the second quarter between Malabon Fisher-Mall up against Antipolo JY Titans. The 16 and under division this time. Once again, Nico Rocha with Ken Pangilinan and our courtside reporter, Flo Del Agua.
And nakita natin, both teams shooting really well from the field. Antipolo 8 out of 10 for 80%. Dagdagan mo pa dyan with that bang and bucket kay Patrick Del Valles.
And that is a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. And Tres Valles starting to get into a groove here. Actually, doon nga nang patapos ang first quarter, doon lang siya nakascore, no? And hopefully it continues to roll down here like an avalanche for the Antipolo JY Titans.
And all of their points, all but one, coming from the paint para dito sa Antipolo. On the side naman ng Malabon, lahat ng punto sila galing sa paint. 7 out of 11, 14 points in the paint. But Antipolo just doing a little bit better in terms of taking care of the ball. 5 turnovers for Antipolo, 9 naman for Malabon. And that's why etong Antipolo is now up by 11 points.
Yeah, so far. And again, yung record ng dalawang koponan na to, 0-6 yung Antipolo while Malabon 2-3, right? So far, record, it's like you just throw it out of the window. It doesn't matter right now with the way we're seeing things. Also, a stark contrast from the game a while ago, right? Kanina, nakita na a lot of three-pointers. Hinahanap talaga nila kanina. Now, it's only one three-pointer being attempted on the side of Malabon and it didn't go in. You see there, their reliance on the paint, able to cut the lead down to 9. Grabe si Tres Valles.
Agresibo.
Walang preno doon.
Oo.
Great find. Did the ball touch the floor?
Halos hindi.
Halos hindi, no?
Oo.
Malabon starting to wake up in the second quarter. Napalakas dun yung pasa ni San Pascual. Tres Valles unable to read that one. It's going back to the white shirts.
And sila naman yung nagpo-force ng turnovers on the side of Antipolo.
It's a quick 7-0 run for the Fisher Mall team with 8 minutes and 20 remaining here in the second quarter. Malabon slowly finding their groove in the second quarter, and just as I said that, it's almost a near turnover. It should go back to them. Carl Constantino binalik na, considering that medyo nahihirapan ng Antipolo JY Titans when it comes to searching for that offense.
Ooh,
It's a good cut and a good foul in order to prevent a clear look for number 3. That is Lance Amer Chongson.
Chongson able to slip the screen at nakita niya na libre siya sa ilalim, and that's why he was able to receive that pass, go up, and go to the line for 2 shots.
Lance Amer Chongson averaging 5.5 points, 9 rebounds in 16 minutes of action in the junior MPBL. Misses the first one. Let's see what he does here on the second. 1 for 2 at the trip. Makes it now a 7-point game between Malabon and the JY Titans. Constantino, definitely a spark plug, and tawagan ng traveling ang Antipolo. I think it's on Binasoy.
Binasoy. Really cool last name, Binasoy, no? But medyo nawala yung energy ng Antipolo, no? So medyo may drop off on the side naman of Malabon. Unti-unting umaangat, but it's a matter of executing kasi minsan hindi sila nakapag-execute ng maayos. And again, turnover naman on their side. That's already 10 para dito sa Malabon.
Let's see how Antipolo will make Malabon pay for their mistakes. Great drive, grabe yun. Off to the right, had to switch mid-air.
Oh, again, forcing the issue. He did not need to throw that pass. At sinasabihan nga siya ng kakampi niya dito, si Malalansang. Sinasabi niya dito kay Agoho, easy ka lang, you don't need to throw that pass.
Full, ano naman sila, they have a full shot clock.
Yup.
You see both teams being bothered by the defense of each other.
Easy
It's an
call.
offensive foul. Kita mo yung elbow.
Nakadalawan na siya. Sabi ni referee, hindi ba pwede. Nakaisa ka na. Bumaon ka pa na isang
Dalawa yun.
Oh.
Alright, let's take a look here one more time. That's by Aaron Clyde Nashon. You gotta give it to him though. 1, 2.
Saka may wind up kasi.
May wind up nga. May ano pa, may breathe in pa. And traveling called on. You know, this is like I love the chaos that we're seeing on the court right now. I gotta love the intensity for both teams.
Well, if you're a fan, it's
for me, I
exciting.
really enjoy this.
But if you're a coach,
It's
that's
head
masakit sa
scratching.
ulo.
Head
Oo.
scratching. And there you go, a basket for Malabon. It's been a while since they scored, considering that we have seen Antipolo score more than Malabon in this quarter.
We're actually in the midst of a 7-0 run. Kanina, it was 25-14. But Malabon able to make headway here in the second quarter. Oh, the spin move!
Grabe yun. And that is by Mark Quintero, now with 12 points, eclipsing his average. I feel like this is a career game for him so far, providing that he's able to maintain it till the end.
And he's doing it not only in points, but in rebounding as well.
This guy is everywhere. You feel his presence. Even though it's only his first rebound, but with the way he's deflecting the ball, trying to get it to his teammates, it feels like he has a lot more.
Oo, he's averaging close to 9 rebounds a game. So, you know, he's really active on the glass as well.
Yeah, you can't teach effort, definitely, di ba, Ken?
Nashown na naman.
Well, I have mga favorite players of the junior MPBL. Ito si Nashon, gotta love it.
Favorite move niya yan. Yung medyo may onting gulang. Pero,
but that's part of it. Sometimes the referees allow that to happen, considering that gulang is part of basketball. You just gotta love the creativity of these players whenever they're put in a tight situation.
Statue of Liberty shot galing kay Pacheco, using the offhand for that finish.
Oh man, the defense was non-existent right there, but you gotta give credit to the passing of Antipolo. Let's see how Malabon will try. I think a foul was called on, not sure kung kay Carl natawagan. Other. Yeah, it's on Constantino. Score is 31-23 right now with 3 minutes and 58 remaining on the clock. And with that, we got a timeout being called right now between Malabon and Antipolo. You're watching the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to.
Did you know na itong si Mark Sanchez ng Malabon ay kaka 15 years old pa lang, and yet this humble 6-footer is the reliable shooting guard of his team. Kinakapos nga lang raw sila because hirap pa maka-adapt ng play ang teammates niya, resulting into lack of chemistry and aggressiveness. Your comments, Ken and Nico.
Well, first of all, it's nice to see that some 15-year-olds are playing here in the 1600 division. Next thing you know, that as the league continues to grow, we might see some 12, 13-year-olds playing in the 1600 division. So, yeah, just Napa just wanting to get away from the commotion right there between him and Monico Mandutak.
Both of them going for the ball. But going back to your point, Nico, no? Actually, si Nash Humadi, if you remember from the Manila Pirates, he's playing in the 16 under division. He's only 14 years old.
So hopefully we get to see more of that, no? Like being a constant thing in the junior MPBL. Especially nasa inaugural season pa lang naman tayo.
Sabi nga namin ni Coach Noy, if Nas was playing in the 14 under, baka sobrang dominante niya. Because he's actually the leading scorer para sa 16 under division.
Tapos 14 lang siya.
Oh. It's really talented kid from San Sebastian.
May great move, no? Na ilagay na lang siya sa 16 kaysa sa 14.
Siguro karamihan kasi doon mga kakilala niya talaga, no? So
that also helps, right? Like the chemistry. Para sige, lagay ka na namin dito, mas kilala mo na yung mga tao. San Pedro has the ball. Asking for the screen, he waves it off. Quintero pulled back. Oh, at least he moved to the right side. The feed to the post. The spin move by Tres Valles. But a teammate was right there. Look at that. That's one of the smallest guys on the court is getting the offensive board over the threes of Malabon.
Actually, ang ganda na ng pinapakitang depensa ng Malabon. They've been well-disciplined. Off that pick, they went under. Alam nila hindi magaling sa 3-point shooting itong Antipolo, but they have to clean up the boards. That's 2 offensive rebounds on the same trip for Antipolo.
Napa for 3. The 3 looks good from our angle, but hits the back rim. It's a bit too strong. Malabon getting some stuffs that they want. They just need to convert here on the offensive end. Tamaan dun sa likod. A swipe.
Oo. Both teams, next foul will put the opponent at the free throw line. 14 fouls na magkabilang kupunan dito.
Malabon to inbound. Cruz. No one right there. And almost making them pay. Luckily for them, that shot just hitting the side of the rim.
That's actually a good look, but just couldn't knock it down. And on the side of Antipolo, that's only their first attempt from free. Yung tira dun kanina ni... Kung maalala ko sino but you saw there yung loss nito ni Isaiah Lano. He's that one guy who could pull the trigger from beyond the arc, and that could open up the defense para dito sa Antipolo.
Great pass by Del Rosario, which leads to a foul. Once again, Antipolo, you just gotta love the activity under the paint, inside the paint. They're shooting 7 for 8 at the free throw line, good for 87%, and they know that since it's looking like a strength for them, why not keep baiting Malabon into those fouls?
Lahat nga halos inside the paint, 24 points inside the paint, all but one, no? 13 out of 20. Samantala for Malabon, ganun din. Lahat ng field goal conversion sila nasa shaded area, 22 points inside the paint. So both teams' weakness nila yung outside shooting. But Antipolo, like you mentioned, those free throws have been sublime so far, 9 out of 10.
At ang ganda ng percentage nila. 90%.
Yup.
You don't see that usually here in the junior MPBL where the average is trending between 60 to 70. Monico Manluta has been quiet here in the second quarter, and that's cool. Oh. I mean, great job by Cruz to stand this ground. Wala naman.
Ang bumangga, giba,
Ang
sabi
bumangga.
ni Uno Cruz.
Kita mo si Uno Cruz, tinaas niya lang kamay niya. Nakaganon lang siya, di ba? Well, luckily for Antipolo, they get to keep the possession. 51 seconds remaining here. San Pascual had to give it away or else it will be a turnover. Constantino, Carl getting blocked. Here comes Malabon. With Cruz back to Sanchez. Sanchez drives the kick out to Aran, who's waiting at the right wing. It makes Antipolo pay.
Good drive and kick offense by Malabon. It was Mars Sanchez penetrating down the middle, attracting the defense, kicking it out to a wide open Aran. And this guy, he's capable of knocking down shots from the outside.
33-26 right now is our score. Take a look here at the shot by number 27, Matthew Aran.
Kita mo, libreng-libre. A result of that drive-in kick nga ni Mars Sanchez.
No one right there to contest his shot. And that's a great dribble drive move on the side of Malabon. Once again, that's Aran for 3, but the shot just going at the back of the rim. We have 2.4 seconds remaining here. Let's see if Antipolo will call a timeout. And yes, they do, as they try to draw something up before we head to the halftime break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
We got 2.4 seconds remaining here between Antipolo and Malabon. Antipolo with the last second heave is no good, but still, it's no problem. They're up 33 to 26 as we head to the halftime break. Take a look here first at Atlanta's 8-8 move of the game.
Ito si Quinteros, the spin, carving out space, and gets that shot up and in.
Final score in the first half is 33 to 26 once again. See you guys in the second half.
Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior.
Magandang gabi po muli sa ating mga viewers sa ating Facebook live stream at syempre naman sa aking mga very energetic na audience dito sa Perpetual Las Piñas. Isang masigabong palakpakan naman po para sa ating mga team. Maraming salamat at panigurado ay mas mabubuhayan pa kayo sa laro na ito dahil isa sa mga participants na ito ay posibleng manalo ng brand new smartphone. Narinig nyo ba yon? Kaya't galingan nyo, Duke, Zion, Moan, Charles, Kurt, and Zue. At isa sa inyo ay posibleng manalo ng brand new smartphone, kaya simulan na natin. Umabot ng Cavite. Second participant. Malapit-lapit na. Ito, naghubad pa ng tsinelas. Wow! Third player at meron na kagad nanalo. Congratulations sa ating player na si... Halika dito, kakausapin kita pa. Dahil may bago ka ng cellphone eh. May pang-chat ka na. Anong pangalan mo?
Simon po.
Paano mo nagawa yung half-court shooting challenge na yun?
Ewan ko po, feel na feel ko lang eh.
Any message sa Junior MPBL na magbibigay sa'yo ng brand new smartphone mamaya?
Thank you po sa brand new smartphone. Yun lang po.
Maraming salamat sa pag-participate. Pwede mo nang kunin ang iyong prize.
Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL pa.
You're watching that Ladis 18 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Let's take a look here at the first half highlights between the Malabon Fishermore and the Antipolo JY Titans.
Itong Antipolo, no? They led by as much as 11 points, 25-14. But Malabon able to come back. But Antipolo still with the lead here at the half. Up by 7 points, 33-26. And both of these teams, all of their conversions so far have come from inside the arc. Malabon with that lone three-pointer coming off from Matthew Aran. But mostly it has been those points in the shaded area para sa kanila. And Malabon turning the ball over 12 times as compared to 9 for Antipolo. But Antipolo doing a much better job of drawing fouls, getting to the foul line, and converting at a very high clip, 9 out of 10 for 90%.
And that's the current situation right now for both teams. Now, if you're Malabon, Ken, what do you think that they should work on here in the second half in order to do a comeback and surprise Antipolo?
Well, ang ganda ng ginagawa nila kanina, yung mga drive-in kick nila, no? You saw Matthew Aran knock down a free. Actually, towards the end of the first half, also had that attempt from the left corner. He was wide open, hindi lang niya na-shoot. But if they could activate him and he's able to knock down a couple of threes, that will open up their offense. On the side naman of Antipolo, they're missing the services of Isaiah Lano, so they have to be more creative on their offense here. Dahil nga, the lack of outside shooting is very much evident here for Antipolo. They've only had one attempt from beyond the arc.
And parang hindi nila actively hinahanap yung 3-point shot.
Hindi talaga.
No? It's more of, okay, pag open lang. Pero parang yun, that was open, so they had to take that one. Although it was a great attempt, it just didn't go in. Here comes Malabon. Again, always on 5th gear when it comes to the fast break.
Matthew Aran, his offhand, but that time around got caught bumping into an Antipolo player. I believe that was Tel Rosario who fell down after that bump.
Nahulihan dun, but the clock will continue to run since we're only in the third quarter. A bit of a low-scoring affair between the two teams, considering that defense has been reigning supreme here.
Kasi nga, puro 2-pointers yung natutunghayan natin dito, no? Sa ang dami rin turnover kasi. So, less attempts.
San Pascual The kick to the left side. That was great ball movement, right? Everybody just getting to their spots.
Ball moving from one side to the other and making the defense a double effort and trying to contain their man.
The bump right there. And natawagan ata ng shot clock violation. Oh!
May foul ba? Teka.
Yeah, so they have to check first if nauna ba yung clock or nauna ba yung foul.
Coach Roylan Bagyon barking instructions to Miranya. Apart from being a former NU Bulldog, naglaro din ito sa San Miguel Beermen in the ASEAN Basketball League, playing with the likes of Leo Avenido, Chris Banquero.
Playing days career niya. No?
Junmar Fajardo rin, nabutan niya dun.
Oh, nga pala. Junmar played in the...
Yeah. I believe under Coach Leo Austria, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure.
Oh, the
I may
good
be wrong.
times back in the good old days.
Right. I may be wrong on that one. But that team was really strong. Itong yung San Miguel Beermen na yun.
Champion ba sila nun?
I'm not so sure.
But alam mo,
actually.
they were competitive.
Yeah.
They were...
For sure.
Nakalaban ba na sa Jason Brickman nun?
Probably.
Diba? Nandun sa
Sa
Jason
Westport, no?
Oh. Anyway, back to our action with 7 minutes and 55 remaining. A 3 attempt by Antipolo. That is their third one. Their second in the quarter alone. So gaya ng sinabi nga natin, no, they only attempted 1-3 in the half. Ngayon, dalawa agad in a matter of 3 minutes. So maybe try to shake up their offense. Try to add some wrinkles.
Kailangan subukan mo din to be more unpredictable.
Let's get this first to Flo Del Agua for a report. Flo, the floor is yours.
Laging highlighted ang top scorers, pero paano naman ang kwento ng mga role players katulad ni Carl Constantino, ang point guard ng Antipolo JY Titans, na inaming first big league niya raw ito and he's striving to be discovered. Inabutan ko pa nga siya na tumatakbo sa oval kanina before the game as an extra warm-up para di raw siya mapagod hanggang fourth quarter. Your thoughts on this, Ken and Nico?
Well, nice report on that Flow as always. And grabe parang hindi siya mapagod, no? Pag sabi mo, papatakbo mo ko ng oval before a game. I might just call it a day after that one. Kasi ang laki ng oval sa labas ng Perpetual Gym, di ba?
Di lang yun Trick yung araw kanina.
Oo, trick yung araw kanina. So, wow. This guy is and another thing that stuck with me there is he wants to be discovered. And what better way than in the junior MPBL, right?
Of course. Good exposure here. And yun nga yung kagandahan ng junior MPBL, no? Sobrang dami na nating laro. We're just about over a month already. Halos araw-araw tayo noon bago magpasukan.
Oh, I remember that. Those are the good times. Nakakamiss na every day.
The good times.
The good times. But of course, school has to take over any basketball game. Student athletes at the end of the day. But a steal there and the conversion for the side of Antipolo. Malabon still playing catch up here. And that was great verticality. And I think na elbow or did he hit his hand? Talking about Nashon of Antipolo trying to shake it off. Not sure how that happened.
Probably jammed his finger while trying to get that ball. Tignan natin yung replay, no? Ito si Galon rather.
Yeah, si Galon pala yun.
Oo. Ahead of the play. Wala na nagawa doon si Miranya.
Moving like Leandro Barbosa with
the blur.
Oh, the blur, si Galon. I don't know why Leandro Barbosa just entered my head when I saw Galon for that
Medyo
drive.
hawig naman
May hawig and the way they yung yung mga layup ni Barbosa dati. 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns.
Yeah. Scoring machine
Oh, di ba? Si Barbosa, yun yung spark plug ng Oh, 6-man siya, di ba?
Yeah.
Ng Phoenix Suns. Hindi siya starter
Yeah, one of the better 6-man for the NBA like Lou Williams. And yung mga nagpasikat niyan, sila Jamal Crawford.
Double R. Naglalaro pa ba si Barbosa for the Brazilian national team?
I'm not sure.
Oh, something we can check later on.
I think in the last Olympics he played.
Not sure ngayon, no? That was how many years ago was the last
Kasi ngayon si Caboclo yung nakikita ko ngayon sa Brazil.
Brazil actually beat Australia in one of their tune-ups. Considering Australia is one of the favorites to win the championship. So a lot of great basketball being played right now here in Junior MPBL. And of course, yung FIBA World Cup natin is coming this Friday. Anyway, Manlutak gives the ball away. See here the ball movement for Malabon. No one,
Ayan.
just ball watching. That was great. And even though that shot didn't go in, number 4, more specifically, Frank Salvador was there to put back the shot.
And you know why he was wide open inside the paint? The guy had to close out on that 3-point shooter. So, lumabas siya from the paint and that freed up itong Malabon for that offensive rebound and the putback.
I think may tulak ata dun. And that is why you have to add the 3-point game to your sets, right? It really opens up a lot of opportunities, especially for your big men who are camping inside the paint. Nakita ko yung tulak dun eh.
Nahuli si Nason. Ayan o. But going back to your point, yeah. 3-point shooting has been a staple now on the modern offense, ika nga, no? And kasi nga naman, if you shoot a high percentage from beyond the arc, say 35 to 40%, that's a decent clip already, no? Sabihin natin 3 or 4 out of 10 shooting from beyond the arc as compared to, sabihin natin, 5 out of 10 from 2 points. So that's what? 12-10 edge na agad yun. So, laking bagay din if you could shoot really well from the outside. And not only that, nakita nga natin, pag naikuha mo yung respeto nung kalaban, they will try to close out really hard and that will open up offensive rebound opportunities para sa mga kupunan.
Reader, can I see there another foul being called on Malabon? It's their 14th foul. The next one will send Antipolo to the free throw line.
And that's something that the Golden State Warriors have really done well, no?
Yes.
Kasi, obviously, alam naman natin shooter si Clay sa si Steph Curry. But once they fire that shot, confident sila na may rebound. There's a Kevon Looney roaming in the paint.
And not to mention Draymond also can get enough rebounds. Like, averages 7 to 8 per game.
Pero mas ano si Kevon Looney eh. Specialty niya talaga yun, yung mga offensive rebounds.
Di ba nga siya yung type of player na, ay, may 20 rebounds na?
Oo, di ba?
Halatang kinukuha mo sa fantasy ah.
Oo. Pag may category offensive rebounds, Kevon Looney naka-target na agad yan. Kasi galing mag-offensive rebound eh. Much like kanina, nakita natin, Jello Agustin.
Oo, si Jello
diba?
Agustin.
For Antipolo.
Actually, Manlutak is also a candidate for rebounding. At least for Malabon, considering that he's a rangy player, jumps high. And towers everybody, over everybody right now. 41-33 is our score right now. An 8-point lead for Antipolo Antipolo JY Titans team as they are searching for that elusive first win. No, you know they're starving for that one. You see the swipe, Constantino. And that was a great finish considering there were 2 players beside him.
Playing with much more purpose itong Antipolo. And credit to them for not giving up despite that 0-6 start.
To Agoho, who was waiting for that pass and shot the 3, no good. Third try, is this good? And that is a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness part of the junior MPBL.
Malabon relentless on the boards and finally Malutak against Quintero, just willing that way through the hoop.
Manlutak. Nagising na dito sa ating third quarter. He only has 6 points and 1 rebound. Still a bit far from his averages, but what better way to wake up than now? Monaco doesn't make the freebie, but he gets one more. I think it's a lane violation being called right now on Antipolo.
So sabi ng referee, hintayin mo munang tumama ng ring bago ka pumasok.
Very tricky yan, no, yung lane violation. Considering that sometimes multiple players enter at the same time.
Yep.
So here the referee, you look at the first person who entered first. Ganun ba yun?
Pag pareho sila, lane violation yun. Oo. That will result into a jump ball.
Napa. Had to give it back to Carl Constantino, one of the leading scorers for Antipolo. Hits back rim on the shot from downtown. It's been the same story here in the 3 quarters that we have seen. Can Malabon break this 7-point barrier? That pass was good intentions with that pass, just went awry during the path of the ball.
Hindi natin masyado nakikita dito sa Malabon rather, no? Itong si Mars Sanchez. He's been riding the bench here in the third. And parang di pa siya nakaka-score, no?
Yeah, Mars Sanchez has scored but he's already played 8 minutes. But hindi natin masyado maramdaman considering that he already committed 3 turnovers. But at least in the steals and blocks, there's 2 steals in the block. Able to help out in that department. The drive by Antipolo and getting sandwiched. I think the call will be on Manduta because he was the one. He was the wall that prevented.
Binaba niya kasi yung braso niya while ito si Galon was driving. He was straight up nung una. But as soon as Galon bumped into him,
no?
may pagbaba ng kamay na naganap eh.
Galon makes the first shot. Makes it now 44-36. Two for two at the line, and ang ganda ng shooting ng Antipolo JY Titans. 14 of 15.
Steph Curry-esque.
Oh, yeah. Ang ganda. I won't be shocked if they're the team leading the league in free throw shooting. At least in their South Division standings. We can take a look at that one.
Check natin, no?
To clarify.
You know, to your point, that's something that young teams need to develop, that free throw shooting, no? Yan yung minsan na-overlook eh. Because those are easy points.
Yeah.
If you're able to draw contact and get to the line and get those shots, eh samahan mo pa dyan. Nakakashoot na sila na kailaunang tres dito.
Finally, better late than never. Makes it now an 11-point lead. The biggest one for Antipolo. And you can see the Tres Valles announcing his presence on the defensive end. Galon with a risky pass. Luz was there. The bump, no call. Tres Valles tried to kick it. Will throw it to the legs of a white shirt. But Constantino, palakas. Tiro dun. Gotta love the back and forth affair between these two teams as we are about to end the third quarter with 33 seconds remaining. And that is a blocking foul.
Penalty na, magkabilang kupunan. And I checked the free throw shooting.
Sino ba best dito?
Middle of the pack, itong Antipolo,
So,
57%.
Number 1 yung Bawan Cafe Uno.
Oo, 70.
But hey, for sure, if ever they win this game, something that they can look back on, sasabihin ng mga coaches, tingnan nyo yung free throw shooting nyo, ang ganda. Something that, let's keep continuing it, guys, for sure. I mean, 15 of 16, 93%. That is number 15 at the line, Zachary Lies.
Ako kasi isa sa favorite ko yan eh. If a guy is shooting above 80% from the free throw line, that's really good news kasi lalo if you're shooting it at a high volume. We see now the bigs like sila Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic.
Pataas ng percentage na sa free throw, di ba?
Especially Jokic, around 85% and above. And lagi na-foul.
Yeah, considering, kasi he loves to bang in the low post. And yung mga fakes niya, di ba? At meron siyang dami niyang fakes eh. They're trying to grab his hand all the time.
James Harden as well, during his heyday, he was really that guy. Almost 90% from the free throw line. And, you know, if you're a kid who wants to develop that, yung magandang pag-aralan nyo, no? How to draw fouls, first and foremost. And then, pangalawa, practice your free throws.
Yeah,
Don't
what's
take
the
them
point
for granted.
What's the point of getting fouls if di mo rin ma-shoot yung mga free throws mo eh, di ba? Shot there is good for Antipolo. It's back to an 11-point lead and not sure kung I think the referee said, give me the ball first then. Di ba? Yun eh. The shot clock is off. Let's see how Malabon will manage their time. Ooh. But once again, natamaan na naman yung officials table natin. Lahat ng gamit natin dyan lumilipad na. Kita-kita ko rin sa camera eh.
Last shot time for Antipolo.
10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Napa. Had to give it away. He's being double teamed.
Uy, Chris Rambuyon.
Unfortunately, there's not enough time remaining here. And we are headed to the fourth quarter with Antipolo up 48-37. Take a look at it. 98 player of the play of the game first. Play of the quarter, rather. That is Monico Manutak. We need to see more of him if we are going to see Malabon make an incredible comeback in the fourth quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga.
Now we're in the fourth quarter. Battle between the Antipolo JY Titans against the Malabon Fishermen. Antipolo on the lead right now with 11. Searching for that first win. They're currently 0-6 against the 2-3 Fishermen team, 1600 division. Once again, Nico Rocha here, Ken Pangilinan, and Flo De Agua, your panel for the remaining games here tonight.
In Malabon, 6 turnovers in the third quarter. And yung depensa nila, unti-unti na naglaho because Antipolo, again, shooting really well from the field and also from the free throw line, 15 out of 18. At one point, it was 15 out of 16 before those two misses by Tres Valles. But nonetheless, it's Antipolo playing with much more urgency in this ball game, trying to look for their first win.
What specific parts of their game that stood out for you, Ken, and that's on why they have the 11-point lead right now?
Ayun nga eh, parang mas gusto nilang manalo eh. You could
So
see,
the effort, mostly the effort.
yung intangibles eh, it doesn't
Okay.
reflect on the stat sheet. Yung nakikita mo, on both ends, they're really trying to disrupt the rhythm nitong Malabon. On the other hand, itong Malabon Fishermen, nahihirapan sila, particularly on their offense here, especially in the third quarter.
50-41 is our score right now. While, mention nga natin, the free throw percentage, that's just like what you said, they're in the middle of the pack with 57% from what I remember. They're at 83% right now. So,
Aangat
ang
yan.
laki talaga ng how a small thing as making your free throws could change the whole dynamics of this game.
Exactly.
At 8 minutes and 18 remaining here. Kala mo mag-over eh, no?
Dangerous pass yun.
Diretso na naman sa laptop mo.
Oh!
I think the Tres Valles injured his ankle right there. You know, he's holding on to his ankle. Hopefully, he'll be alright since they need him in this last 8 minutes of this game. Let's take a look here one more time.
Referees will review if there's a landing spot, no? Because if they rule that they might upgrade this to an unsportsmanlike foul. So that's gonna be one free throw. Ayan, unsportsmanlike foul na nga tinawag. Plus ball possession. Kaka dito sa Antipolo.
Yeah, good thing. He's walking it off. And unfortunately for Malabon, that's two free throws and the ball possession, considering that Antipolo's on a groove right now.
Mukhang isa lang naman kasi it came off a basket, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gonna be a 3-point play. Kaso nga, yun nga yung mabigat doon, babalik
Ball
yung
possession.
bola sa Antipolo.
Shot is good, and that means ball possession. Oh, that's crucial. Was it called on Monico Mandutak? And if it was, he's gonna sit on the bench for 3 minutes.
Oo, yun yung mabigat.
Star player mo pa.
Naghahabol ka dito. You need him as the anchor of both your offense and defense. He's been really active on the glass as well. He could do a lot of things. Game changer ito para kay Coach Froybag yun.
5 seconds to shoot for Antipolo. Let's see if they're aware of the time. They gotta hoist it up. Air ball, and that should go back to Malabon. Great stand for the Fisher Mall team.
But they need to score here. Nung third quarter, they only had 11 points.
7 minutes and 50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Not much has changed there. It's rather Antipolo dominating this whole game.
Like I said, much more active, playing with more urgency. Mas gusto nila manalo dito.
Siyempre, sino hindi mapapagod sa 0-6, diba? Cruz, itong tawagan siya ng traveling doon.
Saan naranasan na rin nila na muntikan na sila manalo eh. Like, nung last game nila against Manila. Nalamangan sila, 17 points. Sinabol nila yun. Nakatabla pa sila, 64 all. Breaks of the game nilang yung nangyari doon. Nanalo yung Manila. And that game actually went into overtime and Manila just prevailing in the end. Actually, sorry. Ang nag-overtime pala yung Malabon versus Manila. Kasi both these teams, last opponent nila was the Manila Pirates.
Diba? Oh. At first yung kala ko tayo pa talaga Manila Pirates na talaga yung last na kinalaban nila. Spin move there, naipit, had to hoist it up, hits the front rim. Great stop by Malabon. Aran, we saw him make a three-pointer a while ago, and there you go, the finish by number 27, Matthew Aran.
The composure there by Aran, nakita niya there was an Antipolo defender lurking, and he slowed down just enough to get past his defender. And good job as well by Mar Sanchez with that forward pass.
San Pascual gives it to the left side. The three is good. Palobo ng palobo dito. Yung lamang ng JY Titans.
15-point lead. That's a big free coming from Antipolo.
Great runner to counter that three, but they need more stops, right? That's not enough. At this point, trading baskets is not the move for the Fisher Mall team. Constantino using that pick by Quintero. They pulled back to Tres Valles. And it's going back to the JY Titans after a swipe by number 0. That is Pacheco of Malabon.
5 seconds left. Shot of Antipolo. They need a quick shot here. Malabon sticking with that 2-3 zone defense.
Considering that, that's a great block by Pacheco. One more try, and that's a shot clock violation. Great job on number 0, Juan Luis Pacheco, for that block, stopping a potential three-pointer from the JY Titans. Natawagan ng Anspo.
Oop. Ano kaya nangyari doon? You had to see that one more time.
I think that was called on... Was he looking at Del Rosario? Yeah, it was on Del Rosario. Gave him a shoulder check. Take a look here, Ken. Boom.
Sabi niya, hello, kamusta?
Hello, kamusta? And si Mr. Referee nandito sa gilid.
Not a good foul. If you're Antipolo, you have the momentum.
Tagal pa oras. 5 minutes and
Exactly.
42. Well, in a way, medyo nagpalitan lang sila dito ng unsportsmanlike foul. If you remember a while ago, Malabon was called for an unsportsmanlike foul a while ago after that landing by Tres Valles. 5 minutes and 42 remaining here. Now if you check the per quarter breakdown, there's nothing much glaring here except the 22-14 first quarter wherein that's where the momentum was set, and then from there parang consistent na eh. It's been trending between 8 to 12 points, di ba? Yung lamang, nandun lang eh.
Nakauna kasi yung Antipolo eh. And then Malabon playing catch up for most of the way. And then pagdating nga nung third quarter, dun na lumayo itong Antipolo ulit.
Now just waiting on here as both teams trying to strategize before we resume play here. And as the referees will try to explain it to our game announcer what the official call is. Ayan, so it has been announced officially by our game announcer that John Christian Del Rosario has been called for an unsportsmanlike foul.
Wala eh, obvious eh. Nasa harap ng referee, ginawa niya yun.
Natin rin.
Oo. And they have to be careful here because Malabon, for Malabon, malayo pa ito. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left. They haven't really shot well from the outside, but they're a pretty capable team. Remember, they're coming off a win against the Manila Pirates.
And by this time, dapat babalik na si Monico Mandutak. I think, nagka na ba siya nagka-sportsmanlike foul? 8 minutes remaining.
8 and 30. So 5 seconds pa. Mga 5, 10, 15 seconds pa. Siguro after one possession, pwede na.
Pwede na siya bumalik.
Oh.
While si De Rosario has only played 3 minutes. Natawagan pa na sportsmanlike foul. I don't think we're gonna see it. Maybe for defensive purposes later. But unfortunate lang. Anyway, the ball is going back to Malabon since, again, a unsportsmanlike foul was called a while ago on the side of Antipolo. And again, another foul on the side of the white shirts. There should be 2 team fouls already, right? Yeah.
Medyo nagiging physical, no? Nung fourth quarter natin, Nico.
Siyempre, may naghahabol dyan eh, Malabon eh. They don't want Antipolo to get their first win. While Antipolo, you gotta keep up the intensity. That's what kept them in this game. That's what gave them the lead. 5 minutes to go for them in sustaining this kind of effort. And to do it against a team that's in the top 5, right?
Yeah.
Top 5, rather, at least in the middle of the pack.
Right.
Itong Malabon Fisher Mall team. There you go. We get to see Monico Mandutak back in this game.
Mar Sanchez din, binalik. It's been a struggle for him so far in his ball game. It's really very important game ito, no, for Malabon because they're tied with Mindoro and JT Bulacan Taipan with a 2 and 3 record.
Parang na-sandwich lahat sila dyan sa gitna eh, no?
Oh. And although wala naman twice to beat for the higher ranking teams, but gusto mong iwasan yan eh. Mga Mandaluyong, Quezon City.
That's why you get to a good position as early as you can.
And mahirap kalabang yan pagdating ng playoffs.
Napa-swinging the ball around. High looping 3. But here comes Malabon. They're on the run. Aran with the spin move. The fake. And that's a foul called on Antipolo. That is their 3rd team foul. A lot of stoppages here in the 4th quarter.
Kaya natin
And we got a timeout on the floor. Take a look here one more time. Saan ba nangyari yung foul dun? Kay Nasyon ba yung natawag?
Oo, I'm not sure what the referee saw there. Siguro nakita niya, tinamaan while umampas.
Or did he hold on to his leg based from... Oh, before that, we got a timeout on the floor. See you guys after this.
Liga ng
We are down to the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds of this game. A battle between the Antipolo JY Titans up against the Malabon Fisher Mall. An 0-6 team against a 2-3 squad. Let's see who will prevail. And you can see the aggressiveness of Aran. It has been evident throughout this game, but the shots are just not falling.
Oo, tama. Actually, good shot selection naman siya.
Good shot selection nga siya. But sometimes sa basketball, ganun talaga. There are days where any shot you throw up, it's just not going in. Let's take a look here one more time. Aran deciding to kick it out for the 3 ball. No good. The offensive board finally. A shot going in, this time by Andre Villena.
Again, 3-point attempt, forcing the closeout. And nag-iisa doon si Villena sa ilalim for that offensive rebound and put back.
Valles, the fake. Ooh. And the block by Pacheco. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez got trapped there, had to kick it out. Villena once again. This time, his layup is short.
Nawala sa balanse. Good intention by Villena, but the footwork medyo suspect dun.
Valles gives it to Galon. Galon to Quintero. Quintero with a spin move. A wall of white shirts was there to meet him. Malabon has to rush. No choice. Sanchez almost losing control of the basketball. But everything going well for them here. And don't look now. The lead has been trimmed to 8. Back to single digits.
First points para dito kay Mar Sanchez. Really struggling in this ball game.
2 minutes and 42 remaining here. You see here the feistiness of Malabon showing up at the right time, and a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of Junior MPBL. My goodness, what a move and a momentum swing. You feel it in the air for the Malabon Fisher Mall, and you can sense that Antipolo sense the urgency. That's why they'll be calling a timeout.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino.
A look at our lovely fans inside the University of Perpetual Help Gymnasium. And the reason why ang dami pang tao dito sa loob is because of the long weekend, right? Wala tayong pasok. Boss, what better way to enjoy your weekend when watching Junior MPBL basketball?
In Antipolo, at the moment, playing not to lose. And that's something that they have to keep an eye on. Dahil nga, kanina 15 na yung lamang nila dito.
And there you go, some sense of normalcy and order courtesy of Quintero after that shot. Stops the bleeding and the run of the Malabon Fisher Mall team. Sanchez, once again, they opt to go for the 3-pointer to cut down this lead. But it's the side of the rim. And you can see Antipolo trying to slow it down now. Constantino. Swing of the ball around. Almost there, Ken. Valles. That would have changed. That would have brought the house down for sure.
Valles, 9 points. Again, medyo silent outing but other guys have stepped up. Quintero and Calon, double figures for the JY Titans.
60-52 and Tres Valles missing on the... Medyo may nadali niya yun.
Pagod na eh. That's sign of fatigue. When you're rushing your shot, not using your legs.
Not to mention, not sure kung may iniinda siyang ankle injury kasi di ba siya
pa yun?
Oo. So, di mo na kung nilalaban niya lang or just trying to ignore it at this time. They're not out of the woods yet. Santos, aggressive drive and almost going in. Although, his efforts will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Not much time. Cut off the clock. He did a good job getting out in transition. And 2 free throws. If he makes this both, this will be a 2-possession ball game.
A minute and 35 remaining here. He makes the first free throw. And what a fourth quarter. Malabon outscoring Antipolo 16-10. But more is expected here with a minute and 35. Konti-konti pa. Crucial miss on that one. 1 for 2. Here comes Antipolo San Pascual. Gives it to the side. The cutting player. No good. Sayang yun, Ken. Oh, yun lang. Medyo nagmadali yung Malabon. Great ball movement here. Constantino. Will that be the dagger? No good. Sanchez. Oh, ganda ng move na yun. A good gather and step through.
Malayo pa to.
Grabe, naging ganito pa eh, no? You thought that they're already safe at a 12-point lead, but it's just now down to 5. 60-55 is their score. We got a timeout on the floor.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino.
Back here in the last minute of the battle between the Antipolo JY Titans and the Malabon Fisher Mall with Malabon with an incredible run. Tingnan natin if they can complete the comeback after being down by as much as 14 here in this game. The drive by Tres Valles, and there you go. Konting pamatay sunog. Now, they have to stop Malabon from scoring or headed to the line, but once again, Sanchez.
Quick bucket.
27 seconds remaining here. Tres Valles.
That's something that you don't want to do if you're Antipolo.
Minadali, you know? You think that they would slow it down. And Sanchez, the end one pa. A power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness part of the Junior MPBL. And you gotta give it to Mark Joseph Sanchez, been quiet for majority of this game and making the majority of his points here in the fourth quarter, much less here in the final 3-4 minutes.
That is why that was a bad shot coming from Tres Valles earlier. 2 possessions na lang yun eh, 34 seconds, but you jack up an early shot and that led to a fast break opportunity para dito sa Malabon.
No, so dito, by the time we resume, no, it's gonna be Sanchez who's gonna take the free throw.
Right.
So it's gonna be 60-60. Antipolo's 14.4 seconds. Who do you give the ball to? I mean, everybody's shooting amazing in the free throw line, 16 for 19. But for you, Ken, out of the 5 right now, which you see on your screen, Kanino bibigay yung bola to hold it?
Well, first, on the side of Malabon, Sanchez has to make this
Oo, yan yung
maging 2 points
Oo.
na lang ito. And hope that itong Antipolo, if they get fouled, they either miss one or miss both. And then 2 or 3 point ball game, 1 possession. And both teams still have 1 timeout remaining. Well, to answer your question, no, Chris Valles has been struggling from the line, but he's one guy that has been really shooting well for the whole season. Ito si Chris Valles.
Ito na Ken, let's see if Sanchez can make it. Alright, he does. Now they have to make a stop and try to get a steal first. Oh, they went for the foul immediately. What do you meron pa naman silang parang foul to give.
Hindi, wala na. That's their...
Hindi, yun yung last, the last foul they committed.
Alright,
Oo, yun.
that's right.
Oo.
You're correct.
But now, itong next one will mean freebies for Antipolo.
And maninigo ko dito si coach ng Antipolo.
Yeah, of course they want to see how they can baka makanakaw play. Will they be able to think of something? Let's see. We'll come back after this, everybody.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to.
You're watching the Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. A look here on your screens. That is number 23, Patrick Tresvalles. 9 points, 2 rebounds and assists. Definitely one of the players that you should look out for here in the 11.2 seconds remaining in this game. The ball is with Antipolo. They have a 2-point lead. And you know that they'll be confident that they will be able to make the shots at the free throw line, considering of the percentages wise. But of course, pressure is another factor.
Uy.
Almost. Buti na bitawan niya yun. And finally, a foul has been committed here. Natawagan ng technical yung Malabon.
Ay, disqualifying foul. That's huge. Man, Matthew Aran.
Did Matthew Aran say anything to that? I mean, right? Diba? Usually you can just say like, oh, sayang naman ref. But, ayun na nga. So a technical foul has been called.
That's big. You are trying to come back. You give up free throws and then siya na nga yung best 3-point shooter dito.
And you can see that the coaching staff is telling Aran to
Wala na eh, thrown out na siya.
thrown out na siya. He can't stay on the bench. He has to go out, right? He has to go.
He has to go out.
He has to go back to the locker room here.
I mean, you could disagree with the call, but you can't vehemently protest like that. Especially at this juncture. You have to be careful with your emotions. But on the other side, for Antipolo, meron ding nagkakainitan sila dun, ha?
Yeah, of course, it's a really crucial part of this game. It's a 62-60 score right now with 5.5 seconds. You know that emotions are really high, considering that Antipolo wants to get that first win.
Yeah.
While Malabon, of course, frustrations also playing part here as well.
Dapat kasi sinasabi dyan. Kasi, uy, teka. Mayroon nakikita sa bleacher ng side ng Malabon, ha? But you know, kudos to our referees, our game officials. for handling the situation.
And they're handling it really well. You see that the securities are right there. Everybody's making sure that nothing extra happens in the stands, or at least here in the playing court.
And you know, sorry Nico, as adults, we have to set an example to our younger kids, no? We don't want them seeing mga gantong flare-ups. But you know, going back, sayang Matthew Aran was having a decent game.
Yeah.
You can't protest like that to the referees because you're forcing their hand You cannot force their hand na magreklamo ka ng ganun. I don't know what he said.
Yeah,
We're
we
away
don't-
from the
yeah.
play. The referee who called that disqualifying foul must have heard something. But yun you have to keep your emotions in check. Sayang, this has been a well-fought game.
Sayang. It's nahabol 14 down. This is how you imagine a team like Malabon, how they will catch up, considering that they know what it feels to win, right? So, see here our game announcer just mentioning for everybody to compose themselves.
Dapat kasi dyan,
Dapat.
pag may commotion na agad, if you're a game announcer, you
Okay.
have to, you say something to the lines like, parang, all players, please proceed
To the bench.
in their respective, in the shaded area in
Yeah,
front of your
yeah.
respective benches. Both teams are advised to observe proper bench decorum. You save that to maintain order agad, to set agad
boundaries.
set agad the boundaries, no?
Actually, yung game announcer like the voice of God, right? Yun yung yung makikinig pa nung nagsasalita, si Big Brother nagsasalita
Very important yan. Nakala nyo, pa-announce lang yan ng
mahirap.
nakashoot.
Ang daming kailangang isipin.
Yan. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great explanation to remind parents and the guardians to behave and be a great example to the kids.
That was Coach Robbie Tantoco, no? Our technical head.
Coach Robbie.
And imagine, kudos to this guy, Nico. We've been playing non-stop. Imagine mo every day since July 9.
Siya yung nandyan
6
in every
games. He's there trying to restore order. Hindi lang yan. Iniintindi niya yung tawagan ng referees kung maayos ba.
And he explains it to us, right? Even to us commentators on what happens sometimes and to everybody so that walang kalabuan.
And ang ganda nung sinabi niya, no? As adults, we have to set an example na kahit wala. Kasi kung titignan nyo naman yung nangyari dun sa play, wala namang nagkatirahan.
Yeah.
It was a matter of si Aran, he was trying to commit a foul dahil nga paubos na yung game clock. They need to foul. So they have one more crack at it. Pero yun nga nagreklamo siya. So that's gonna be what? 4 free throws? Plus ball possession. Yun yung masakit. Plus ball possession yan, Nico. So ito, first free throw, pasok. So if he makes this, it's gonna be a 2-possession ball game with 5.5 seconds left. That's gonna be a tough climb for Malabon. And there you go.
Mathematically, the odds have drastically now goes to near zero.
So there's 2 technical fouls. Kasi ang sinignal kasi ng referee, 2 fist pataas
Yeah.
Usually, ang signal kasi dun disqualifying foul. But ang explanation sa atin ni Coach Robbie Tantoco, so were 2 technical fouls, so automatic ejection para kay Matthew Aran.
Yeah. And yun na nga, so that's 4 free throws in total plus ball possession. Ganun,
Ito ang hindi ko maintindihan sa referees Wait lang no. Technical foul.
Okay.
So it's different. Pag unsportsmanlike foul kasi 2 free throws plus ball possession. So ito.
Okay, so babalik na sa Malabon yung possession. Okay, it's clarified already. Technical foul has been called. 2 technical fouls. And then the foul a while ago. And a shot by Cruz, and at least it's a bit anticlimactic, but it was a great matchup between Antipolo and Malabon, right? We saw an incredible comeback. They tried to do their best to catch up. But you gotta give kudos to the Antipolo JY Titans finally getting their first victory after 6 games. Take a look at the Atlantis 88 move of the game. The galon to San Pascual connection. The no-look pass, the fake, getting the defender in the air, evading that swipe, and converting. That's why the final score you see right now on your screens doesn't explain everything what happened today, right? It's a lot of highlights, a lot of things happened. And just overall, a great action between the two. Hindi, for sure, it's worth a replay. It's worth a full watch for everybody who just tuned in.
You know, it's unfortunate what happened during those last 5.5 seconds of the ball game. But ang ganda nga nung natunguyan natin laban, no? Both teams did not give up, and Antipolo finally securing their first win in 7 tries. So they will go up to 1-6. That will boost their playoff hopes. Samantala naman, itong Malabon, they will drop to 2-4. And sayang no? Malabon, they were there. They were within 2, but those technical fouls by Matthew Aran spelled the difference. And yun nga, that's all she wrote for them. Antipolo finally marching into the win column.
What did you think that Malabon, I mean, prior to all those technical fouls a while ago, what did they do right in order to catch up? Was it more of just us locking down on defense? That's why nasira yung flow ng Antipolo?
Nakita rin natin yung sense of urgency on Malabon. And Antipolo at the same time, they were playing not to lose.
Yeah.
And yun, kumbaga, the stars aligned for Malabon for that juncture. Pero yun, hinapos lang sila. Sayang because they were down by as much as 15 points in this game, Nico. 58-43 yung naging score noon. They were able to come back. Inch closer, came to within 2. But unfortunately, they ran out of steam.
Let's now turn this over to Flo de Agua. She'll be interviewing the Atlantis 88 player of the game.
Massive congratulations para sa koponan ng Antipolo JY Titans na mula sa 0-6 record ay nakuha na ang unang panalo nila dito sa ating liga. Kasama ko nga dito sa aking tabi ang ating Atlantis 88 player of the game na si Mark Anthony Quintero with 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Congratulations, Mark! This is your first win in the league. Anong masasabi mo sa inyong performance kaninang laro at nakuha niyo ang inyong unang panalo?
Ano po? Sa mga kampi ko, salamat kasi sa tiwala nila. Tas yung chemistry po namin, tuloy-tuloy lang po namin sa mga susunod namin na laro.
At dahil nakuha nyo nga ang una nyong panalo at player of the game ka ba, baka meron kang gustong batiin sa iyong pamilya at mga kaibigan?
Shoutout po kay sa mama ko po na nanonood. Love you. Tapos salamat po kay Coach Indre, tas Coach na sumusuporta sa amin kada laro.
Maraming salamat, Mark, at congratulations again sa Antipolo team. At para simulan, at para tapusin ang pangalawang laban natin ngayong gabi na ito sina Ken and Nico.
Once again, Flo, thank you so much for that. And much deserved player of the game for that one in favor of the Antipolo JY Titans. Finally getting their first win out of 6, and who knows, Ken? Di ba sabi mo kanina, they need to win 4 straight at least para, why not? Malay mo, that could be the start of a winning streak. Mabubuhay sa mga ganitong laro where a lot of adversity just transpiring. And once again, that's your final score, 65 for the Antipolo JY Titans against the 63 of the Malabon Fisher Mall. Up next, the final game of this Sunday special in the Junior MPBLs will be gonna be between the 18 and under division between the two cities of Malabon and Antipolo. This has been Nico Rocha, joined by Ken Pangilinan and our courtside reporter Flo Del Agua. See you guys in the next one.